Today I'm going to be showing you guys my eyeshadow palette collection. I did a poll on my Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to see my eyeshadow palette collection, and I got a lot of yeses, so I decided to do it. I don't have the biggest collection out there, but I do have lots of good palettes, I think, and I think it's also kind of fun to go down memory lane and see like all the palettes that I've had in the past. Also, I am missing some palettes because I either gave them away, threw them away, or you know, gave them in giveaways. Anyways, without further ado, here is my eyeshadow palette collection. Here is a overview of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I own right now. Like I said, I did have a few more, but I got rid of them, gave them away, threw them out. But these are the ones that I have right now. I also ordered a few new ones recently, but I haven't received them yet. So I'm just going to show you the ones that I own. It's gonna show you each one one by one. I'm not gonna swatch them because that would take way too long, and some of these I haven't opened, so I'll probably keep the ones that are closed because I might be doing like a giveaway with them. I apologize for my nails. I just took off the polish and cut them so they look pretty fugly. So if you guys can hear my AC, sorry, but it's kind of hot, so I have that on. But anyways, so the first palette that I'm going to show you guys is the ColourPop Yes Please palette. And when I first got this, I thought it was called the Cute AF palette, but it's actually called the Yes Please palette. So it's definitely dirty. I do use this a lot. This is definitely one of my favorite ColourPop palettes, and I think a lot of people really like this one. So here are the shades. I love all of the shades in here. I've used this palette a couple times already, as you can see. That's why it's so dirty. That's the only thing that I didn't like, is that the packaging is like super easy to get super dirty. But I really like this palette, and I believe it's only around $16. The quality is really good. The shadows, like, look at this. I do reach out for this one quite a lot. So that's the Yes Please palette. Next I have the Winky Lux Kitten palette, and this was in a BoxyCharm. Pretty much only used this palette like one time. After that I didn't really use it, but let me show you guys the inside. Okay, so here's what the Kitten palette looks like. The shades are pretty, but I don't know, I used it once or twice, and after that I kind of lost interest in this palette, so I just kind of stored it away. It's a pretty palette, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I guess it's because I have so many palettes that are similar and have similar shades, so I kind of just used other ones instead of this one. But this is what the inside looks like. The shimmer shades are really pretty. Next up is the Glam Metals palette from Crown Brushes. And this one was also in a BoxyCharm. Again, it's kind of the same story as the Winky Lux palette. So here are the shades on this one. These shades are actually really pretty, but I don't know, I just never got into using this one. I also like that it has a mirror right here in the shape of a guitar. I only used this once as well, so there's that one. This is the Pure Cosmetics Creator Eye Palette, or Eye and Face palette. It's a eyeshadow palette with, let me see, it's kind of hard to open. Okay, here we go. This is what the inside looks like. This one has a lot of pretty shades. Like, look at that sparkly black shadow. And then it also has a highlighter and a bronzer on the bottom. And the mirror on this one is massive. Like, look at that mirror, it's so big. That's what she said. But I used this palette a few times and I do like it. Again, I just have so many other palettes that I forget about this one, but it is really pretty, and the shades are really nice quality. Like, these are super shimmery, so you can see. The yellow gold one, see, they're really pretty. The highlighter and the bronzer are also really pretty. There's the highlights. This one's definitely a good palette. I forgot how much it costs. I believe it's around $40 or $50, I'm not sure, but I had this sent to me from Pure Cosmetics, so I really love this one. Next is another ColourPop palette. This one is the Make Up Your Mind palette, and this one's a little mini eyeshadow palette. I actually got it for free with a ColourPop purchase. They had a code that you could use to claim this for free, so I did that. As you can see, it's pretty small and it has 6 shades in there. These are all shimmer shades. They're really pretty. And I haven't used this palette at all yet. I don't know why. I just, like I said, I forget I have some of these sometimes and I forget to reach out for them. But these are all really pretty colors and I love shimmer shades. So here is a swatch of one, the green. Super pretty. That's that one. It's just a small cute little eyeshadow palette that I got for free. This is the Pixie and Chloe Morello palette. So this one is a like eyeshadow, and this one is an eyeshadow and face palette. So it has some eyeshadows and some blushes. As you can see, I have not opened this palette up yet. I was kind of thinking of doing a giveaway with it, but I haven't made up my mind if I want to do a YouTube giveaway or an Instagram giveaway. So I'm not gonna open it up, but I just thought I would include it in here. So here's the packaging, and I got this sent in a Pixie PR box. It has a lot of neutral everyday shades, colors, and I think these down here are for your eyebrows. Next is the Urban Decay Beached Eyeshadow Palette. This is a really cute palette. The packaging is super cute. I'm gonna open it up right now to show you guys the shades. I think I only used this so far like twice, but I do like it. I think the quality of the shades are really good. Here's what it looks like out of the box, and the packaging looks really similar to the box. Then you open it up and here are all the shades. These are all really pretty. I believe this is around $28 or $26. Next is one of my recent eyeshadow palette purchases. This is the Morph and Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes, or one of the Vault palettes, and this one is Armed and Gorgeous. So this is the packaging. Here is the palette and the inside. These are all pretty, but I did swatch these already and I wasn't super impressed with some of the shadows. Some of them seem kind of powdery, not as pigmented as I wanted them to be or thought they would be with all the hype around the palettes. I'm still gonna give this palette a try and see how they look on, but so far I'm not expecting anything amazing with this palette. The colors do look pretty though. Some of the shades are really pretty, like the shimmer shades. They're really nice, but some of the other ones just didn't live up to my expectation. But this is one of the Vault palettes. There's a lot of hype around these, and then I've seen a lot of people say like they're actually not that great. So it's definitely not the best palette, but it's not the worst in my opinion. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and I am a fan of the Anastasia palettes, like all of them. I have a couple in my collection, and every time they come out with a new palette I usually gravitate towards it and end up buying it. But this is the Prism palette, and I only used this a couple times as well. I do like it and I think the shades are beautiful, but I don't know, I just don't reach out for it as much as I thought I would. But this is the packaging, and I still have the box for it, and I still have it in the box. Sometimes I remember to do that, sometimes I just throw out the box. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right now. Here is the palette out of the box, and here's the top of the palette. I don't like this material that they use for their palettes though, for all of the Anastasia ones, because it gets so dirty so quickly, especially like me. I always get these so dirty and just they look terrible after a while. But other than that, but this is the packaging. So here is the inside of the Anastasia Prism palette, and these are all really pretty, and I do like the shades. Like they have some really pretty shades, but I don't know, for some reason I only used this palette a couple times and then I pretty much stick to my everyday palettes. But I do like these. As you can see, most of the shades are still untouched and full, except for like this one right there. I use that one a lot, and I think I got it when it was on sale. So this is what this one looks like. This is the Prism palette. Next we have another classic. This is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. This is the deluxe edition. I had the first one that they came out with, and then they came out with this one, the deluxe edition. And honestly, this palette is really good. Like the quality of the shadows, the quality of the highlights, it's just really good for the price. I think this is, or was, I don't know if they still have this, but this was around $21 or $24. I don't remember, but I'm not sure if BH Cosmetics still has it. I think they were about to discontinue it, so if they still have it, you guys should definitely check it out. So this palette is a little loved. It's definitely used. All the shades are really pretty. They're definitely good for every day and for going out. The shimmery shades, some are like super pretty. Like this one is one of my favorites. It's like a pink with some gold tones in it, like gold reflex. I like that one. And then the highlights are all so pretty. This one was my favorite, so that's why it broke. And I also like this one, and these are all really pretty. I use the bronzer a lot, and one of the shadows actually fell out this one, so I'm not gonna like move it too much. This palette is a really good everyday palette, and it's really good for beginners too, if you're just getting into makeup, or like you don't wear a lot of makeup and you're just like an everyday look. This was definitely one of my favorite palettes for a while. I always use this, that's why it's so kind of beat up. But yeah, so this is a classic. Next I have some drugstore eyeshadow palettes. So the first one is the Milani, I forgot what this one's called. It's the Milani Everyday Eyes eyeshadow palette. This one is number 5, Earthy Elements. I used to use this palette a lot actually. It comes with a little brush and it has a total of 6 shades in here. This is also a good palette for every day and just neutral warm colors. I really love those type of shades. So I used to use this one a lot, and this is really good quality for drugstore. Next is this eyeshadow palette from Ruby Kisses, or Ruby Kiss. I'm not sure, it's RK by Kiss. I got this at CVS because it was only, I think, $4 or $3, something like that. It was really affordable, so I decided to check it out. I haven't used this actually at all. I swatched it, and actually I think I used it once and I swatched it and then I didn't use it anymore. It has some pretty shades in here. Some of them aren't that great of a quality, but some of these are really good for the price. If you're just looking to try out a drugstore eyeshadow palette, this one's really cute too. So this is what it looks like. This one is called their Sunset Kiss palette from their Dear Diary series. I also have this Maybelline eyeshadow palette, the Sitting Mini palette. This one is in Rooftop Bronzes, and these are actually really pretty. I love this shade right here, that's why I like it's all messed up, but all of these are really pretty shimmery shades, and they're really good for an everyday eye or smoky eye. I think I did a couple of smoky eye looks with this one. I really like this palette, and I did use it a lot for some time, and then I just kind of moved on. This palette is really cute and really affordable, so if you guys are looking for a good drugstore eyeshadow palette just to kind of play around with or do like some looks, I would suggest this one definitely. Next I have a couple more drugstore eyeshadow palettes. These are both from NYX. I have their Electric eyeshadow palette. This one has a bunch of colorful shades. I have used this a couple times. Some of the shades aren't that great, but it does give you like a little nice pop of color if you're looking for it. We have this one, which is the Smoky and Highlight eyeshadow palette from the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette Collection. This one has some pretty shades for fall and for smoky eyes. I haven't used this one at all actually. I think it still has, yeah, it still has the tape on there. I just forget. Honestly, I just buy palettes and sometimes I forget about them, and then like I want a new one, and I know that's bad, but I'm a total makeup hoarder, honestly. The next palette I have is the Real Her Playbook Shadow Palette number 3. This one was also in a BoxyCharm. Honestly, I used it maybe once and I swatched it, and unfortunately I didn't like the shadows at all. I thought they were very powdery, not super pigmented, and I don't know, I didn't like it. So I only used it once and then I put it back in the box and I haven't used it since. Here is the outside of the palette. It's their I Feel Beautiful palette. Here's what the inside looks like. So they have pretty shades. It looks pretty, but they're just so like powdery. I don't know how to explain it, but they're just very chalky. Yeah, that's the word. They're kind of chalky, most of the shades. Some of the shades are okay, but I don't know, they didn't look that good on me, so I just put it back in the box like I said and then didn't use it. But here's what the palette looks like. This is the Urban Decay Light Beam eyeshadow palette, and I believe this one's pretty new. I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it, but it came out not too long ago and I got this sent to me in PR, so I'm super grateful. This is a really cute travel size palette, or like it's good for traveling, and it has some really pretty everyday shades. Here's the back of the box. Okay, here is the outside of the palette and here is the inside. So here are the shades right here. Memory shades are really pretty, especially this one right here. Like, that is so pretty right there. I think this one is around $26, so it's not bad, and the quality of the shades in my opinion is pretty good. Next is this Morphe palette, or Morphe. This is their 9C palette. I forgot what it's called, Jewel something. But this is what the palette looks like. As you can see, I definitely have been using this palette, and this palette I think it's only $12 or $16, I'm not sure, but it's definitely under 20. And I really like this palette, the shades, the quality, everything. I think it's pretty great. I like this shade right here. This is the one I use a lot, and also this gold right here. It's really pretty. Is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. Originally, I told myself I was not going to get this palette because I have so many other palettes that have similar shades. Then I watched a few YouTube videos and I was convinced that I needed it, so I bought it and I actually really like it. I've used it only a few times actually. Again, probably because I have like a bunch of other palettes with the same shades, but I'm a big fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills products and their palettes, and I think their eyeshadow palettes are really good quality. I decided to get it. So here is the Soft Glam palette. Let me open it up. Here is the outside of the palette. Again, it's that material that I told you guys I don't like, but so far I've kept it clean. I don't know how long this is gonna last. Here is the inside. So here are all the shades. And I love that it comes with an eyeshadow brush. I actually use that a lot. After I saw the YouTube videos on this palette, I just had to get it. I don't know. I just thought it had some really pretty shimmery shades, and the black and that color right there is so nice. This shade right here is so beautiful. Like, look at that. Next is the ColourPop Mar palette. Mar, I say that weird. This is a Mar palette, and these are the shades back here. Here is the inside. So I got this not too long ago as well, and I just really liked the blue shades, or like the green blue shades in here. I don't know, I just thought it was a little bit different than what I usually get, like just a little bit. ColourPop palettes are super affordable, so I decided why not. I don't remember how much this one cost, but it was, I think, under $20, so these are definitely worth it. I think ColourPop's eyeshadow palettes are also really good qualities, so if you guys want to check out some of their palettes, this one is definitely a really good one. The shimmery shades in here are amazing. Like, look at that. This blue is a matte blue, so pretty. This is the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries Diaries eyeshadow palettes. This is the inside, and I think this came in a BoxyCharm as well, but I honestly don't remember. I did use this a couple times, and then I just lost interest and moved on to a different palette, but it does have some pretty shades in here. But I don't know, I think this palette just kind of bored me after a while, so yeah. Next we have another unopened palette. This is the Pixie and Wiley collab palette. This one comes with a small eyeshadow palette with 6 shades and then a eyeliner pen, dual eyeliner pen. And again, I just haven't decided if I'm going to give this away in a giveaway or if I want to keep it. So I kept it in the box for now. I'm not going to open it, but you guys can see it has some nice warm shades, neutral shades for every day. And the dual pen is a nice plus. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys would like this in a giveaway or if I should just try it out. Next I have a few more BH Cosmetics palettes. This one is the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collab palettes, and this one is the Weekend Festival palette. This one has so many pretty shades, you guys. Like, look at that. These shades are all like, it just has so many different shades that you can use for every day, for a night out, for just a lot of occasions. I've used this palette so much. It's one of my go-to palettes, just because it has so many different shades. Quality is definitely really good in my opinion, and it was really affordable too. I think it was only maybe $16 or $18. This is the shade I use a lot, this purple. And then, like, look at this blue. I use this blue for a look. So pretty. This palette is definitely one of my favorites. I love everything about it. Now I'm going to show you the inside of the It's My Ray Ray palette. This one, this one is also like my favorite. This one comes with eyeshadows, and then down here it has bronzers and highlights. And as you can see, I use this bronzer a lot. I hit pan already. I use this bronzer every day, or every time anytime I'm wearing makeup, I'm probably wearing this bronzer right here. I've done some damage to the eyeshadows as well, so you can see, look at this one. But yeah, it has a lot of pretty shades. Extra bonus that I thought was really cool is that one of the shades is actually named Connie, so I swear I didn't get it just because of that, but that was kind of cool. I do use all of the shades a lot. They're my kind of colors that I gravitate towards, especially for everyday looks. Highlights are so pretty. Like, this one is one of my favorite highlights. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. And this one too, it's like this one's like a blush, like a pinky gold highlight. These are so pretty. This palette is, I think, underrated. One of my favorites. The highlights are amazing. The shadows are really great. So yeah, and it has a mirror. This is the ColourPop I Think I Love You eyeshadow palette. Here's the inside. And I really like this palette too. As you can see, I have used it. I made a dent in some of the shades, and that gold shade right there I used as a dupe for the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter, and it looks really similar. Like, I used it in a video and it's like spot on. So that's a really good dupe for the Fenty Trophy Wife highlighter. It's really pretty. You can see that. I have so many palettes with the same shades, and that's why I end up not using them. So this one I used a couple times and then I completely stopped. But I do like this black. That black shade is really pretty, and that yellow gold is really pretty as well. Next up we have the Balm Nude Dude eyeshadow palette. Here's the inside. I did use this one for a while. I got this when it was on sale on Hot Look or Hot Look, whatever you call it. But it has really funny names on the shades, like, and they're all guys. So the packaging I thought was super cute, and that's probably why I wanted it in the first place, just because the packaging was like cute to me. I got this one a long time ago, so I don't use it that often anymore. Next is this Buxom Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is their Dolly's Wild Side. Yeah, this is their Dolly's Wild Side eyeshadow palette. I actually got this in a giveaway, but I haven't really used it. I used it maybe like one time, and then after that I kind of just, I don't know, wasn't feeling it. It didn't wow me, so I just only used it once, and then that was pretty much it. Next, we have another classic. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I think this is probably one of the most well-known palettes from Anastasia, or like the one that took off and like everybody bought and wanted. I used to use this palette all the time. Here are all the shades, and I used most of these shades a lot, and there's still a lot of product left. This was definitely one of my favorite go-to palettes for a while, for a long while, and I still love it. So I still use it sometimes. I don't reach out for it as often as before, but it's just because, again, I have so many new palettes now. But I think I will definitely keep this like for as long as I can because it's one of my favorites, and it's really good. It has a lot of different shades, the quality is good, and yeah, I could just wear these for day or for night. So I really love this palette, one of my favorites. This is the Aphrodite palette from Bad Habit. I got this on shophush.com, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Shop Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. Here's the inside. Here's what the shades look like, and these are all really pretty. Like, I actually used this palette for quite some time as well. The shimmery shades are like beautiful, and the matte shades too. And again, it's supposed to be a dupe. I don't have the Huda Beauty rose gold palette, so I can't compare it, but this one works amazing, and I used to wear it all the time. I don't remember how much it cost. I think it was under 20, but I think these shades, some of these shades are like gorgeous. Like, look at that. Super pigmented, nice quality, and affordable. So this is the Aphrodite palette from shophush.com. Next is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. This palette is so beautiful. Like, all the shades are just so pretty, and again, perfect for every day or for going out. And the shimmery shades are just like so gorgeous. I can't. That blue is beautiful, and just all the shades are just so pretty. This came in a BoxyCharm box, and as soon as I saw that they were gonna have this palette in the BoxyCharm box, I was super excited, and I wanted the box just because of this palette. I have used it a couple times, and the quality is like super amazing. You can use the shimmer shades wet or dry as well, and the packaging is super cute and colorful. So this is also a really good palette in my opinion. Next is this little mini eyeshadow palette from Blink. This is their Electric Eyes palette. This was also in a BoxyCharm. This palette only has 5 shades, but they're all shimmery shades, and you can use these as highlights as well. And these are all super buttery and pigmented, really pretty. I did use this palette a few times. I used this one as a highlight, this one, and I used the other one from Eyes, but look at that. It's really pigmented, really pretty. See? Wholly pigmented. So these are really nice. I only used them a few times. Again, I don't know why. It's probably because I forgot about this palette, but it's really pretty, and I'll definitely be using it more now that I found it again, and just play around with it a little bit more. Next is the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette. This is a really cute like palette. It's so tiny, and the colors in here are good for every day. Here's the inside of the palette. Here are the shades. These are really pretty shades, and again, of course, the quality is really good. I think you could totally do a couple of different looks with this eyeshadow palette, and it's really cute. And finally, the last eyeshadow palette in my collection, finally after all the other ones, is the Profusion Sultry 24 shade eyeshadow palette. So I got this at Target a long time ago, and the packaging is pretty big and bulky. Probably the only thing that I don't like is that the packaging is so big and bulky, but here is the inside. It doesn't come with a mirror, but it comes with all of these beautiful shades, and a lot of these are really pretty. It also came with a brush, a dual-ended brush, but I don't have it in here because I probably put it somewhere in my makeup bag or something. It has all of these beautiful shades, as you can see, and you can do so many looks with this palette. Like, the possibilities is just, there's so many. I have used this a few times. This was becoming one of my go-to palettes as well, but then I think I got some new ones and I stopped using it. Like, I need to start literally using up my palettes before I buy more, because then I end up just hoarding them all and like forgetting about them. But I do like this palette. It has a lot of nice shimmery shades and a lot of nice matte shades. Here we go. Can you see that? It's not focusing, but it's like a really pretty icy, like blue, light blue, and this one right here too. So these two are super pretty. It was really affordable too, drugstore. It was definitely under $20. I think it was even under 15. So I actually just ordered some more things from the Profusion brand, so I'll be doing a haul when those get here. But this is the eyeshadow palette that I have from them right now. That was the last palette in my eyeshadow palette collection. This video was a lot longer than I thought it would be, but I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you guys want to see any other collections, like my highlighter collection or anything like that, lipstick collection, liquid lipsticks, I don't know. Or maybe just like some decluttering videos, because I do sometimes get rid of some makeup. So let me know if you guys would like to see those kind of videos. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.